Now, we extend our gratitude to those individuals whose unique spirit, extraordinary vision, and generosity have made Grand Valley State University's Eberhard Center possible. The Grand Design Capital Campaign represented a vigorous public-private sector partnership. The state of Michigan contributed nearly $21 million toward the construction of the new center, and that support was echoed by a resounding $8 million in local community support, the largest and most successful capital campaign in the history of West Michigan. This private sector support consists of a broad donor base of more than 4,000 individuals, corporations, and foundations whose commitment will inspire and propel Grand Valley into the next quarter century. First, we'd like to thank the downtown facility's namesake, L.V. Eberhard. While he didn't have the opportunity to pursue a college education, Mr. Eberhard knows the value of providing this opportunity to the men and women who will be our future business and community leaders. By the year 1990, 12,000 students annually will benefit from his generosity at our Grand Rapids facility. Richard DeVos, James Sebastian Sr., and Peter Cook are men of great vision. Back when the site for Eberhard Center was largely occupied by warehouses, DeVos, Sebastian, and Cook were among those with the foresight to believe in the West Bank site as the future home for Grand Valley's Grand Rapids Center. Thank you, gentlemen, for your leadership and the courage to act on your vision. Next, we recognize Paul Johnson, the chairman of the Grand Valley Foundation and longtime member of the Board of Control. We thank you for your genuine concern for humanity and your ability to encourage others, especially those whom you've described as Grand Valley's surrogate alumni. Glenn Walters stepped forward and volunteered to be the chairman of fundraising, first for the engineering program and later for the entire center. He organized the resources needed to raise an ambitious $400,000, far exceeding the original engineering goal. His interest continued, and through his leadership, the Grand Design Campaign secured an unprecedented level of corporate support. Frederick Meyer chaired the Public Broadcasting Facilities Drive. For his involvement and with our appreciation, we now have the Meyer Public Broadcast Studios, the proud new home of our public radio and television stations. Robert Pugh was a driving force on the campaign cabinet. His untiring support added to its overwhelming success. The Steelcase Foundation and Steelcase Incorporated gave the seed money and in-kind gifts needed to launch the Grand Design Campaign back in 1984. Steelcase also donated the Stowe and Davis properties that will become part of Grand Valley's future growth in Grand Rapids. Richard Gillette has been an active and outspoken leader who has aggressively supported Grand Valley's growth ever since his involvement with the original Citizens Committee. Gillette recognized the importance of Grand Valley's presence in the downtown business community and its multiplier effect on Grand Rapids' quality of life. Casey Wondergem has lent great creativity and support to Grand Valley through the years. He was instrumental in the creation of the Grand Valley Foundation and has played a vital role in its development as a major force for the enrichment of the university. Thank you, Robert Hooker, for your involvement as a member of the Board of Control and longtime member and vice president of the Grand Valley Foundation. You've been a tireless campaigner and an unwavering contributor to Grand Valley. Thank you, Joyce Heck, the Executive Director of the Grand Design, the Grand Valley Foundation, and our Director of Development. The phenomenal success of our campaign is a testament to your skill, perseverance, and dedication to Grand Valley. And thank you to Aaron Lubbers, who in 1969 became Grand Valley's second president. In the ensuing 19 years, he has directed our growth from a small undergraduate liberal arts college to our present position as a regional university with 75 graduate and undergraduate programs. For this, and for your ability to communicate your personal vision in a way that inspires all of us to action, we thank you. And now we extend to you, our guests, our most profound gratitude for the individual parts you have so graciously played. You collectively gave to us and to the West Michigan community the Eberhard Center, an educational facility that is more than just a building. It is a vital span of the bridge to excellence in West Michigan. Once again, thank you for making Grand Valley State University a vigorous partner in the educational and economic growth of West Michigan.